Queen Dee Dee with Dee Dee said it. I don't know how good this one is for me. It just keep passing by me. This was one that was sent to me maybe a couple days ago. And I just looked at the title and I'm like, it's just something about this video is just not sitting well with me. Just the name of it. She's never been in love or had a serious relationships, but she want a traditional, handsome gentleman. I mean, you've never been in love and you've never had a serious relationship, but you want traditional, handsome, and a gentleman. I don't know how to make that make sense to me in my little small pea body of a brain. I know y'all always tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, but hey, this don't make sense to me. This video is 21 minutes and 46 seconds long. I'm gonna give this video 25 minutes of my time. Okay, let's get started.
Life. Hello. Hello.
Thank you. Hi.
You look like you well lit. You look happy. You have good energy.
Thank you. No, you know what? I literally just got home from a holiday party and I saw you were live and so I was clicking. I changed my clothes and I'm in my comfortable clothes. It's 11:30 where I'm at. And I was like, I'm just gonna hit her link and see if I get fed in, and I did.
You did.
Yes, I'm gonna turn my laptop down. I'm Jasmine. My name is Jasmine.
Okay. All right. You have a beautiful face.
Thank you.
Jasmine, where are you calling us from?
I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, Charleston, South Carolina.
Yes.
Is that where you live?
Yes, born and raised.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. What you do for a living?
I am an esthetician and makeup artist.
Okay. And makeup artist.
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
No children.
That's why your skin is so nice. I'm like, you're glowing. So when you're an esthetician.
I receive it, girl. I put in that hard work. I put in that work and that money and that skincare routine every night.
Oh, you said no kids?
No children.
No kids. And never married?
Never married.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo Libra. Like, I'm right on the cusp.
Okay. So we got Jasmine, Charleston, South Carolina, 31 Virgo, esthetician, makeup artist, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
You know, in my spirit, in my mind, I would like a traditional, handsome gentleman. You know, someone that shows up not with what he says, but his actions. You know, and the fruits that he bears are so genuine, it's real. Like, this man has real friends, real genuine relationships. He loves his family. That's how I see my mate being.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers? I don't think I want a man with children.
Okay.
I don't think I want, and like, not cultured, not well-rounded, not well-traveled. Like, don't come to me not knowing what you want.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Of course, we like a handsome man. Okay, I don't discriminate. Nationalities, ethnicities, beautiful smile. I would like him to be fit. You know, you want to feel safe and sweet and cute with your man. So I would like him to be a little bit bigger than I am. I'm 5'6", like 180, but I do weight lift, so I'm pretty curvy. Yeah.
Okay. What about money? Should you make a certain amount of money?
Not a certain amount, but I would like him to be, like, stable.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I have to stand up.
Yes.
I have sweats on.
Okay. We see that booty sitting.
Oh, you know. There she go, girl.
What was your last relationship, Jasmine?
Can I be honest? I've never been in a serious relationship.
What are you, 31? Never? Not even in college?
No, never been in love. I had a boyfriend. I knew him when I was like middle school, and then we decided to like try it when I was like 19, 20, and then after that, never.
So you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I want to say 2 months, 2 or 3 months.
All right. So why do you think you've never been in a relationship?
You know, they say you have a type, but does your type have you? Clocked my T. That's me.
So the type you desire doesn't want you back?
I don't feel like it. Like, I feel like I fall every now and then. And like, or I'm interested, not even say fall. Like, I'll be genuinely interested in, like, I would like to know more about this person, or I would like to see if this could go somewhere, and it's not reciprocated. And then if someone feels that way about me, I'm like, I don't know, girl, that this might not be a thing, and I don't want to lead nobody on. And so it would just constantly be something like that, like constantly.
So the guy that you described, so is it based on his attributes, like physical?
No. It would, of course, like off of face value. If you see a guy, you're like, ooh, he looks cute. But
no, the one that you say that so you guys might go on a date or something, but he doesn't follow up, you're saying?
Yes. A lot of the times, I'll say lately, it's been he doesn't want anything more. Like, you can kind of tell if they try to get you over to their house, you know, and when you don't bend on that, they usually just cut bait and go, or you do that and then there's nothing else after that, you know.
What I like about you, though, is you're self-aware and you're calling it what it is. And, you know, sometimes it really just, in so many words, he's like, it's a very famous movie. He's just not that into me, right? Yes. And I think sometimes that's a vulnerable space for women to admit, because most women don't want to admit that he just doesn't like me the way I like him. But as soon as you can admit that, you can keep it going.
Yeah, girl, it's a hard pill to swallow. But you know, how else? I'm not going to hang on to anything that doesn't want to be held on to.
I mean, you can't. I mean,
can't.
It has to be a like, both people have to want it. It's not one person wants it more. It has to be an equal thing. It has to be a match.
Yes. And my prayer is I come across something that is reciprocated. You know, it's like, and you would think it's so easy, but I'm like, I don't think it's that easy because I haven't come across it yet.
Well, the men that you say you do like, that you don't feel like the energy's in return, have you ever asked them, like, just what kind of girl are you into? Just to kind of know for your own knowledge?
No, I kind of just, I'm like one of those people where, like, I watch, I'm very observant, and then I kind of read between the lines, but I don't like judge anyone and put them in a box. You know what I mean?
I'm confused. I'm confused. What do you mean you don't judge them? You don't judge them. You don't put them in the box. They don't call you back. You're looking at everything. You don't ask no questions. You don't get no answers. So who are you? I would really like to know who this lady is. Thank you, Kendra. I mean, you're doing something a little bit more constructive now. I definitely appreciate her with this type of line of questioning, but I'd like to dig a little deeper. I want to know the history. And hey, shout outs. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. Whoop whoop. Myself. But I'm confused. I would like to know the history in her family. I would like to know what type of dynamics do her mom have. Are you in a family where men don't stay around? Are you in a family where you were raised with a single mom? I mean, what type of family? Where did you see this upbringing from to be 31 years old, never been in a serious relationship before? Don't ask men any questions. Don't look for it. Yes, thank you for looking at me. Don't ask men any questions. Just float on by everything, float on by everybody, float on. You're just floating, girl. It's something not right. It's something not right, but I'm going to tell you, some people may go along with me, and I don't give a damn if you don't. Libras are so undecisive. They're very undecisive people. You will look at them and you can think one thing, and you will be totally mistaken on what the harsh reality is behind them. You can never please them, and they're not going to tell you. They'll have an issue with you, and you will honestly never know it. They're not open. If you're the type of man that's looking for a woman where you got to pick answers from her, and you got to baby her and babysit her, and what do you mean by this? And just speak to me. Just talk. You got your right girl. She's going to be so hard to deal with. She's an unpredictable person, and I'm not downing her and I'm not bashing her. I'm just speaking to the personality that I see. So big jughead and whatever your name, big dunk hunk, the Christian man, don't come on my channel telling me nothing about Christian, because we're not talking about Christian love. We're talking about love. At the end of the day, Is something not right about this lady? I can't really put my finger on it, but I can tell you this. If you want to struggle in a relationship because her job is going to come before you, if she got single women that really is predominantly through the family, you're going to have a struggle in that area. She don't look like she ever really been around love, or she's been around relationship or commitment. Or if she have been around love, commitment, and relationship, it must have been things that she didn't like. So she turned a deaf ear to everything, including herself, including a relationship, and including the situation. Something not sitting good with me.
I'll give you a blank piece of paper with a pen, and I'll let you write your story, and whatever you give to me back on that paper, that is what I decide what box to put you in.
I mean, who are you to put a person in a box like that? I mean, you give them a piece of paper and you give them a pen. So if they gave you a piece of paper and a pen, I wonder what your story would be. And maybe because you're not giving pen, pencils, and papers, they've already judged you because you come off just like this. I'm sure you come off like you're better than thou. You want to come with just proper speaking ass. And listen, most of the church women, y'all already know the saying. I don't know what it is about this sweet, innocent, never been in a relationship, never been in love, but want a traditional man. What is a traditional man to you? Because it looked like you never been with one. Not one that will show you what tradition is. Have you ever seen a traditional man before? Who in your life was traditional? Like, where did the word traditional come from with you? Because if you're only judging a man for their outer appearance, you up a steep hill, girl. I'm not saying you're a bad looking woman, but you ain't the best apple in the bunch either. So who are you to give a pencil, give a pen, let you write your own story, and then I put you in the category? I don't know how you got a category. Look like you need to change your damn category, because everybody get put in the same box, whether they write something on a pen, pencil, or paper or not. You don't have a goddamn category. But listen, you got a category, but they not multiple choices. You got one category, and that is whatever you put on that paper, whatever pen you're using, whatever pencil you decide, you're going to go over there anyway because you don't have time. I don't know who Mr. Perfect Knight, Shining Armor is with you, but he ain't nowhere around Charleston. I can tell you that now. So if you're looking in the streets of Charleston, you might as well keep looking, idiot. Girl, I know they not there. They're not there. They're not there. And ask me how I know. They're not there. And you might find one of them on this Kendra G app, but I don't know how long he gonna deal with you, because you're so closed off. And you closed off as if it's a good thing. And you see how Kendra looking at you? You see Kendra in that frontal? She's not with it either. Something is weird.
And I'd hate to say, but 9 times out of 10...
You don't hate to say anything. You love to say what you're saying because you think you're saying the right thing until you speak to someone that'll sit your little pink shirt wearing ass sweater down.
You know, so that kind of guy, I'll just kind of watch and see. I'm like, well, if I'm in front of you and I'm available, own house, own car, I'm trying in my...
And that's the problem. You think you got all your own, so what leaves room for a man? It's not that people don't want you to come independent, but you cannot always lead with your materialistic stuff. You're leading with material. Oh, I got my own car, I got my own house, I got my own. Okay, but where do he come in at? So the only thing you're judging him on basically is looks, because you're not giving him a chance characterized, because you're only reading what's on a piece of paper. I'm so confused at this tongue twisting twangler. Something is wrong. And I knew it was the reason why I kept coming back and forth. I'm like, she's going to be boring, because it seems like something was wrong from the beginning. She's never been in love or had a serious relationship, but she wants traditional. How do you know what's traditional? I would like to know the family dynamics. What did this lady see, or how was she raised up to see, or did she not see anything? Because she's leading with her materialistic stuff. That gets annoying. Very annoying.
Best with my career. I don't have daddy issues. My parents been married 40 years. What's the issue with me if I'm available to you?
So your mama and daddy been married for 40 years. Okay, so we see that. But how was daddy and mama relationship? Did daddy put mama up on a pedestal so damn high until you think you can automatically be up there too? Because you could best believe daddy might have put mama up on a pedestal so high, but mama and daddy had to work to get to that pedestal. That's not your story. That's somebody else's story. You're 31 years old and can't lead with not one serious relationship. Some people will say that's good. For me, red flag is a flag on the plate. For me, it is. My goddamn opinion. You don't like it? Bounce to the channel that's better for you. I'm telling you what I like, telling you what I see, telling you what I don't like, and telling you what I don't see. And what I don't see in this lady is her being genuine.
Trying to make myself available to you.
No, you're not.
So let's talk about that real quick. So own house, own car. You want a guy to move in with you?
No.
Okay, so I think it's dope as a female. I think I respect that. But own household, would you sell your house to move in with him?
Maybe.
Because I think what you might think to some men, unless like the guy who is really gonna be turned on by you having your own house and your own car, is the guy that's trying to move in with you.
Girl, let me.
And you don't want that man.
Girl.
Unless you do, like there's no judgment. But if you want the guy that wants to be quote unquote the leader,
okay,
that's what I want.
He's gonna probably want you to move into his house. And
she just said that's what she want, but that's not what you're leading by. You need to put some of those walls down that you have, because I'm gonna tell you, the men these days, they're not gonna be sitting there trying to rack it through all your goddamn walls and your cement and your paint droppings, and when the paint finally decide to dry on the damn paper in the wall. People ain't got time for you. That's why. And you don't see it. You need to talk to the right person. And I do want to give Kendra some applause on this one, because she is hitting along the line. This girl got some different issues. I don't know if she's judging her lifestyle by mama and daddy. It's something wrong. It's something not right.
Fall into his plan.
Was it the bachelor pad? Does he have makeup wipes in his bathroom? Girl body washing?
But that's not your business if he's single. Like, whatever he got in his house right now is his house. Why are you so far ahead? You're so far ahead with your prediction until you still sitting to the back of the damn bus. But at least Rosa Parks fought her way to the top. I don't know what you're going to do other than be back there. You're going to be 40, 50, 60 years old, finally finding a man, falling head over heels in love. And he's going to dog you so bad until you're oblivious to what's really out there. And you think you know it all, but you don't.
I don't want to be laying up in your bed with other women's.
But if he's not with you, then what are you looking for? Like, how many men do you know not laying up with another woman? I mean, if they're single, and half of them not even single. You seen the Tone Loc impersonator that I'm about to post? But guess what? They could be single, and because of the fact that they're single, they feel they could sleep with as many women as they want to sleep with. I don't know how they get away with it and still be able to find someone they really want to be with. To me, it don't work like that for me, but it worked like that for others. And there's women out there that's willing to accept that from men, and vice versa. But you have lost your frontal.
And you rolling around in your sheets.
I don't know who she thinks she is, but I'm not feeling her. It's not funny. No, I don't understand, Kendra. Stop being funny with your buffalo smile. I don't find anything funny about what this lady is talking about. Y'all think I'm joking, Libras? Hey, put your thumbs down if you don't agree with me. Libras are so undecisive. You never know where they're coming from. They'll have an issue with you, and you got to damn near pry it out of them. There's something wrong with this lady, and she's not ready. If she is ready, she's ready for a man that she can control. She's ready for a man that she could tell what to do. And then when he get her ass and hook her and whoop her, she's not going to know what to do then. Then she's going to be lost in the sauce, thinking everything that she's learned from mama and daddy don't apply to her. Because she have to create and build her own type of relationship. And in order to create and build your own type of relationship, you don't do it by yourself. She's trying to create a man, tear this man down, make him build himself back up for the perfect woman that she is. You're not perfect. You're not perfect.
I understand everything that you're saying. I think you got to start. That's why I said that you ask that guy, what does he like, or what's he's into. You might not even like it anymore once he kind of tells you. But most of these men that you guys, like women describe that I hear over and over and over again, they got so many options. Yeah. Like at this moment, the world, like I was having a conversation about this, and I always want to say the woman is a prize. I really wrestle with that because I feel like that's the only way to really be happy in a relationship, because most women will be loyal most women will be loyal if they're really into the relationship. So you always want this guy to like you a little bit more. But because of the way social media has changed, because so many situationships have been accepted, certain men are being treated as the prize. And it just is what it is. Like, the more women go by their rules of agreeing to situationships, you know, lowering their standards, the men, they're becoming the prize. And
and that's the truth. Kendra, big ups to you. She's telling the truth. A man can't do any more than you allow him to do. If this is a man that want to do what he want to do and he's not for you, yes, let him go. And that's what I just said. She's looking for such a high pedestal. First of all, you're in the wrong area looking. Next of all, on this app, you still might be in the wrong area looking. You might need to upgrade and maybe go to the members only. Not to say that it may not be men on there, but you said you're looking for handsome. A lot of the men that I've seen on here that's willing to give a woman anything, they're not the best looking men, and I'm not being funny. Go back and look at the videos. But in the same breath, you act like you're too high, mighty, and biggity. So what man are you really looking for? It seems again like you're looking for a man that you could put together. But the problem is there's far more competition out there than you. And it's something that you're going to either have to lower, or it's something that you're going to have to accept, or there's something that you're going to have to be able to work with a man in order to move forward and at least find some sort of attraction where a man will stick around, because it seems like the man is really not sticking around with you. Once you give him that pen and that paper, he put what the hell he want to put on it, because he already know he don't want to be bothered with you. And I know it's not a physical pen and paper. You're doing this all mentally, but that's the problem. You need to get out of your mental head, because you're going to have mental anxieties if you don't stop, and lonely.
I hate to observe and say it. The certain type of guy. And this is another thing, because there's some men who have to work, right? And this is a guy that has friends. He got that friend who just got the attraction attributes or the money and gets women fast, right? Now, he might not have the attraction attribute, right. He might not have all the money, but he might be a good guy. So he has to work to get the woman. And he's upset because this is the guy that says, oh, after you went with Big D so-and-so, now you want the good guy, you know? So I say focus on the man that likes you. That's the only man that matters, is the man that likes you. Or unless, and now I will say this, but if you are gun-ho on the man that you want, then you have to learn that man and ask yourself, will I become the woman that he wants back? Those are your two options.
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy? Have you never had these internal conversations? Have you never had this conversation with your mom and dad? That's why you can't focus and lead on other people's business. Your mom and dad, if they've been married 40 years, you know how long ago 40 years was? Do you know what women did for men back 40 years ago? Do you know that's not modern? It's modern if you start building it in your own relationship. Then you can incorporate that lifestyle within, but you can't base that off of what mama and daddy doing. And I'm sure mama and daddy wasn't perfect. So how are you even basing it off of that? And why is it so crazy for you to have been in a family of a mom and dad that's been together this long? Why is this? Oh my God, this is crazy. This is amazing. I mean, girl, you acting like a SpongeBob bobblehead right now. It's amazing. No, it's not amazing. It's reality. Kick in. Wake up. Estheticianist. While you're investing money in makeup and investing money in skin products, you need to invest money in reality. Because your reality is not the reality of a lot of people. You need to throw away that damn pen, and you need to throw away that paper, because the way you're using it is going against you in the end. I'm not saying you cannot mentally judge a person. That's what she's talking about. She's mentally judging them. But the problem is she's judging everybody in one category and putting them there. And then guess who walk away lonely? Her lonely ass with the pink red shirt on. and the red lipstick. And you want to be so pretty, so refined, and so put together. Man, it's going to take the right man to come along and show you the looks, make you think he got the money, and he going to have you hooked, whooped. And guess what? You ain't going to know what to do because your experience is zero.
That's how you close the deal. Like, you can stay with yourself and be happy. There's no judgment. You don't have to. You can be happy single, right? I know the internet will have you thinking otherwise. No, you can't. So, or you can entertain the men who like you. Those are the ones that's going to treat you the best because they really like you. Yeah. Now, if you want the other guy and he doesn't want you back, now you have to say, am I going to become the woman that he wants because this is the guy I want?
Oh, hell no. It's like, you can't win for losing.
Amazing in love, where are you? Pin comment, just please start typing. Derek Brown, where are you? Gidget 841, can you please stand up? This lady is so delusional until I don't have a comment for her.
You can't win.
You can't.
You can't win because you could. The real answer is be with the man I want to be with you. Like, why chase the man if he ain't into you? Or you could self-improve, take yourself off and say, I'm going to make some changes. And I mean, and you could if you really want this particular guy that you said is not giving you the energy. In this scenario, he's the prize. So then you're going to have to conform to his wants because you want him.
And nobody wants you. That's the problem. Nobody wants you unless you get into bed. Because I'm kind of curious. You said the last time you slept with the person was 2 to 3 months ago. Okay, what did that man show you for you to even sleep with him? Because you try to act like you this prissy mess. You try to act like, oh, you choose him. He didn't chose you. You try to act like, oh, I got my stuff all together. I got my own house, my own car, my own this. So what was it about that particular man where he was able to get you in bed? Because you act like you're all that. What about that particular man? Kendra, ask her, what was it about that particular man where you were even able to lay down in the bed with him? What did he do to convince your perfect ass to get in the bed? Or did you see you couldn't do it all by yourself?
Chasing you. Or you could just be with the guy that's chasing you, but you say you don't want that guy. So those are the options.
Okay. Girl.
Bye.
You decide. Someone said terrible advice. What was terrible? She can either A, be with herself, B, date the man that wants to date her because, okay, or if she wants another guy who does not want her, is she willing to become what he wants since she wants him? It's logical advice.
That's facts. It is. And I need to do better with dating, period, because I'm not dating, seeing anyone, no romantic interest, nothing. Like, girl, what you gonna do? You think your mailman's gonna be your man?
Yeah.
You wouldn't date the mailman anyway.
Yes, she would.
No.
Yeah, I can already tell.
But why wouldn't you date the mailman? He got a good job. He has a consistent job. His job ain't going nowhere. They make pretty good money. And you know he's working all day. So why wouldn't you date the mailman? Like, who are you to where the mailman isn't a viable person because of that type of job? Kendra, don't downgrade them like that. Don't downgrade people because what he want me to, you won't date the mailman. Can you tell me why? Why won't you date the mailman? I mean, how is your job any different than what the mailman do? You're damn near making the same money as a mailman. A mailman can have his own house. The mailman can have his own car. He damn sure got his own benefits. So I'm not understanding, who are you? And Kendra, why are you promoting that? Now, I can understand if you came up with some hysterical, comical joke. Oh, you wouldn't date the man from McDonald's. But you're going to tell her not to date a person that works as a mailman. Why not? They got very good benefits. They are allowed to invest in that company as well. They get paid as well. And if I'm not mistaken, their starting rate is about $18.50 an hour. So who are you, Miss Molly? You think it's funny? It's not funny. That's why you're lonely. You're lonely laughing with Kendra. Ask Kendra, do she got a man? Because she's not on her dating app trying to set your ass up with nobody. So you need to stop dropping titles and stop acting like you're better than thou, because you're not.
You want the sensational guy. You want the...
What's the sensational guy, Kendra? So the average man is working in certain areas because, girl, you just an average woman. So if the average man is either somewhere like waste management, somewhere working in a warehouse, somewhere working with the U.S. Postal Service, FedEx, UPS, and we all know FedEx Brown, UPS, we know they make pretty good money. I mean, they get slaved like dogs, but they make pretty good money. So I want to know, where are you looking for your man to work at when the average man is in those particular fields? And who are you?
You know, I mean, I understand the height factor because you are tall, but you want the man every woman wants. The tall, dark.
Okay, but now you want tall. He got to have a good job. He got to this. He got to that. He can't work for the U.S. Postal Service. But your only qualifications are, I got my own house and I got my own car and I'm working at a job. All of that can be taken away. Then who are you? Stop leading with materialistic. Stop leading with mama and daddy business and relationship. Stop leading by the tongue of Kendra. Because you're the one that's lonely. And all of us are judging you right now. And you're not all that, Boo Bear.
Handsome, protector, provider, good looking, smells good. Yeah, he's wanted by the world. And he knows.
Oh my God. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, because you're awful. You're awful too. Because you think you're wanted by the world, but as you are sadly mistaken, and I don't think you've noticed it, you're not wanted by the world. You're not even in the right area to be wanted by the world. You may get some hits from this Kendra G app, but you better believe it's for them to hit you and then split. Because you're already going to have a problem with the way they look. And for a person that's trying to act like they're so perfect and they got it going on, I want to know, why are you on this Kendra G app? There's a lot of different apps out there that lead with different type of men and women on it. Why are you on here? Because you're coming off as a perfect Barbie. You're coming off as mommy and daddy did it. You're coming off, I got my own house, even though you didn't make your bed up before you came on here. I mean, what is it that you're looking for? That's a bed. Y'all like to keep my bed made up. I mean, for her to be such a perfect person, she got a whole lot of stuff piled up everywhere. And she got a little bit of clothes in that little closet right there. Your room telling me some things about you. You're a clutter.
Kendra, that's awful. That's awful.
You're funny. You're funny. We got some more fake questions. Coffee Killer said, have you ever thought about altering your men picks to more accommodated realistic outcomes? Oh, to accommodate more realistic outcomes. You may think of yourself as too independent for average available men.
I mean, I am very open-minded, almost dangerously open-minded. And in my experience, it's been a while since I've actually dated someone. I've always got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, because you try to put a longer stick out there in front of them. You're putting a stick out there in front of them that does not apply to you. You do know men are smarter than what you think they are, right? You do understand that. You can lead with your intelligence. You can lead with your baby voice. You can lead with your proper speaking ass tongue. You can lead with your house. You can lead with your shoes. You can lead with your, because you ain't, I mean, I don't know how well you dress. I don't know. But coming on here like that, maybe you do dress well. I don't know. But it's something you're leading with that nobody's biting. So if your stick is longer than their stick, I would like for you to put it back. Not to say that you can't lead with who you want and who and the person you want to be with, but the way you're leading with them, you're pushing them away. Because you're leading too strong. You're leading more like you're masculine. And trust me, there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to refine it a little bit more. You got to open up the door to give people more of an opportunity and a chance. I'm not saying you got to give someone your whole life. I mean, goddamn girl, you're 31 years old, you ain't did nothing yet. I mean, do you think there's something that you should change within? No man don't want to be trying to be led by the hawk.
You know, so like, oh man, I could give you so many examples, but I feel like
I would like to hear your examples if you don't mind giving them to me.
If I keep bending, I don't want to be resentful or unhappy.
If you're bending, how you're bending, you ain't been in a relationship, kid. Bending for what? What do you mean you're bending? I mean, what men are you looking for? The ones in your community? Because look, like the last almost serious relationship you've been in was a guy back when you was 18 minus 4. I mean, who did you bend towards? Who did you bend towards? Why did you bend? And what's question? How do you feel you bend? See, the question that I need to understand, when you say you bend how? Because you're leading with all your materialistic stuff. That's not bending. What do you bend inside? This lady gonna be single because she don't get it, and Kendra can't help her.
Right? Like,
you said you've never been in a relationship, but
Right.
You've been in situationships.
no, like just dating. Like I'll go on dates and stuff like that. But then, like I said, it's something that things will come up, and you're like, I don't know if I can put up with that.
So you don't mind having sex without being in committed relationships?
I have.
Okay. Let's go to another question. Ray said, what can you bring to a man's table that has everything already?
I mean, I guess what's everything to him?
I don't think he has everything already. I think you don't have any kids, right? Don't you want kids?
No children. No, I'm not perfect. Right? Like, obviously, I'm 31 and single for a reason, right? And I don't want to, like, air myself out, but, like, I'm not perfect, right? And I don't think of myself as perfect. I know I need to date, and I'm not in male spaces, right?
Why would you say you don't consider yourself as perfect? I've been telling you all this time that you try to act like you perfect. Kool-Aid. You do act like you perfect. You act like you perfect. You act like you have the perfect tongue. You have the perfect everything. You know how to perfectly put things together. But something about you isn't perfect because you can't seem to find even a man. And he don't even have to be perfect. So you're telling me out of all the men out there, there's not one that even struck your interest? Stop leading materialistically and find what's in your heart.
Artist and an esthetician. I don't come across men in the day-to-day. I don't. Right? So, but I could see myself as a true asset in any person's life, friends, family,
We're talking about a man, dear. Go back. That's what's the problem. I wonder, have you had to be perfect in the house with mommy and daddy? Something wrong. I wonder, did mommy and daddy push you to be more than not just what you want to be, who you want to be, but who I don't know.
I don't fuck up a bag. I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? I don't have baggage. My house is clean even though we're upstairs.
Yeah, but you do have baggage. You have baggage because all the men that you've dated, well, because you ain't been dating. All the men that I can't even tell you about all the men. But whatever it is with the men of your past, it's considered baggage if you ask me. It's baggage because it's things you won't let go. Why? Because you won't put down the pen. You won't put down the paper. You're putting everybody in one category. To me, that's a form of baggage. It's baggage because you don't know how to let that bag go and move over to a different bag because you need to make yourself more open. Like, where are you? I don't.
And I was kind of just laying down watching my favorite streamers on Twitch. You know, I'm very peaceful, and like, you judge a man by his fruits, right? And I'm a fruitful woman. So whatever I touch turns into gold, and I say that humbly, you know, but I'm a woman of God. And so God has truly blessed me. When I look around and I can literally name the things that I've acquired just by trusting God, by my faith, and by the family I come from.
Okay, so when did you ask God about the right man? Because God didn't lead you into materialistic ways of your mind in order to get a man. I'm so confused at this tongue twisting twangler. I could go so deep in this conversation, but I don't know if I need to. Because she's not going to stop and look back at this video because she still feel like she got it going on so much until she's more than an asset to a man. And it was so vague how she described the type of man that she's looking for. She want a traditional, handsome gentleman. I mean, that's most of the quees that come on here. That's most of the things that they say.
You know, so, and I say all these things.
And why aren't you on the Christian channel? Maybe she should go to the Christian channel. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's a Christian dating app. Go to the Christian dating app and see if the Lord sent that man to you over there. You're not going to find him on Kendra G. The man you find on Kendra G might be the one that knocked you out of Christianity.
I provide for myself, and I'm truly at peace, you know, and I imagine what's attached to me.
And that might be the problem. You're truly at peace. There's nothing wrong with truly being at peace. I just feel like one of the biggest issues with truly being at peace, you haven't been through anything. A lot of people, as they get up in age and they start becoming at peace with their life, they've been through something. They've been in a certain type of relationship. They've been through things and situations. You haven't been through anything. So you being at peace, maybe what the problem is, you're so much at peace until you're honestly letting the right men pass you by because you're at peace until you got your eyes closed and you're oblivious to you're the problem. I mean, let's define the word being at peace. That means you're at peace. So anything that a man do, anything that they say, if it's not befitting to you, then you peacefully move them on. So when you say you're at peace in your life, I want to understand, what do you mean you're at peace? What does that have to do with you being in a relationship? Because clearly you're not at peace on that level. You might be at peace where you don't want drama with women, or you can stay home and you can have a night in, but you're not at peace because you're on here looking for a man. You're not at peace. I'm sorry.
Now imagine what I can bring to things that are attached to me. I think about the businesses I worked for, you know. I think about my family, things I bring to them, my friends, my clients, right? Imagine what I would do or add to a man's life, right? I don't know. I've never been in love, never been in a relationship. What do I know? But, you know, and so they say, well, a man has everything. Well, okay. Then what do you need me for?
I agree with that. I feel like as I sit here, not every man wants to be a husband. So let's start there. So I think a lot of, and not every woman wants to be a wife, but not every man wants to be a husband. But the men who I feel that I've talked to, that have come on the show and have been very clear about marriage, they're usually men who are looking for women that they can partner with and have children with. So I don't think a man's table that wants children, to that last question, is complete if he has no kids. So that's I mean, as I say here, that's the number one thing that a lot of marriage-minded men, when they are focusing on that, they're focusing on women that they can have children with and build a life with. So I don't think that man's table is complete.
Okay.
So, do you have brothers? You can talk to more men about this.
I have an older brother. If I'm 31, he is 38, and then I have a little sister, and she's just turned 24 today. I went to her birthday dinner tonight.
Oh, okay. Let's do it, Jazzy. So did I ask you the last question? Why would a guy be lucky to be with you? I don't even know where we are.
No, I was just chatting. Why would a guy be lucky to be with me? I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm just such at peace with my life, and that's just what I touch. I bring happiness. I bring love. I bring peace, like in my personal life. So, why would I mess up what you have going on? You know, like, I don't want no one to come in my life and disrupt what I have going on. You know, so.
But what's in your life? Like, what do you have going on in your life other than work, a house, and a car? You have no kids to bring any kind of action. Because they'll keep some of that goddamn Maybelline off your face. You have no man, so there's really no structure when it comes to a relationship. So when you say you have peace, what do you mean by peace? Okay, you got peace by doing things for your family. You got peace by doing things for your friends. But what peace do you really bring in a relationship, because you striking them off soon as you look at them? How is that peace? I'm so confused at this tongue twisting twangler.
Couldn't do that for anyone else, you know. And I'm a good time. I'm well versed. I travel a lot, you know. I like to have a good time. So.
Okay.
Can you ask her, what do she bring to a relationship? She says she answered that question, but she hasn't answered that question yet. A woman at peace like that, they either gonna have a job or they got a viable income already put to the side in savings and so forth and so on. So having a job ain't at peace unless it's peaceful that a man know that you can take care of yourself. That's a check. It's at peace because you have your own house. So now we know you can pay for your house. He don't have to necessarily be trying to put you up in somewhere to stay. We know you at peace because you have a vehicle. So now he know he don't got to be picking your ass up all the time or Ubering you around town. Check 3. But what do you bring to the table as far as you? Take all the materialistic things away. What chance do you really give a man? If you're not perfect, the only thing that you're leading by is materialistic stuff. You're judging, you're critiquing, and you're making final decisions all on one piece of paper that's in your head. What do you really bring to a relationship? The question is, what do you bring to a relationship? The problem is you really don't bring you to a relationship because you haven't been in one, and you don't give anybody a chance to really get to know you because you're leading as if you're a masculine man. And it clearly looks like you're not open-minded.
Did I ask you your 3 flaws? Because I know we kind of went in a tangent.
My 3 flaws: indecisive.
Libra.
I'm scared of commitment. Because I've never had it before.
Libra.
And I'm picky.
Okay, and you're picky.
Libra.
All right. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No.
Well, you got to download the dating app, and that's how the guy can reach.
She's not going to download the dating app, not without being picky.
I think they said, he said that if the man has everything. If the man has everything, then keep it moving. Don't even listen.
What do you want me for?
Yeah, exactly. If you meet a guy and he says he has everything, say, okay, well, I wish you the best in life. This was a nice interaction, and keep it going, because there's no need to waste time on people who just want to say, if you got everything, then you got everything, then that's it.
Tell her that, Kendra. She has everything, so what does she need from a man? Boom. She's a Libra. You'll never be able to figure her out. She's going to always be undecisive. She's going to always be picky. Not until she realizes how lonely she is. And when she realizes how lonely she is, then she's going to start settling for anything and anybody. If she don't stop this trend right now, she going to be telling a lot of men, oh, I'm good. Not her telling the men, she gonna be telling them there's nothing a man could bring to the table for her other than being a maintenance man.
So I'm not looking for a man that has everything. I'm looking for a man I could be a part of. And if he feels he has everything, there's no need for me. So let me just keep it moving. There's no feelings lost. Like, there's this war online with this conversation. And it's like, God, it's starting to get exhausting. Like, nobody ain't got time for it. Like, if you got everything, you'll be happy with your everything.
Because nobody gets you. That's why you don't get it. You can't offer anything in a relationship conversation because you haven't been in a relationship and it don't seem like you're trying to be in one. You want to be in a relationship where the man is in a relationship with you and he running behind you, he begging your ass. You don't want him to live with you. You ain't going to live with him. What do you really want out of a man? Just say you want to really be single and you just want a man to go and sleep around and sow your own damn oats. Because you're 31 years old with no kind of relationship experience to me. I don't know what conversation I would be able to have with her about a relationship. I mean, because being married 30-something years actually is one thing. But it's something else when you can talk to someone that's maybe single. Why? Because they could bring a different type of insight even in a marriage life of a person. But this lady is outright single. I don't see where she's open. She's very undecisive. You'll never be able to figure her out. She's going to judge you when you don't know you're being judged. She's going to treat you like, okay, we getting along good. I think me and her good. And then guess what? She stopped answering your phone calls because she biggity. She thinks she better than thou. She don't owe anybody nothing. Nobody owes her anything. So what the hell do you want a relationship for? You're just like the man. Keep it moving, men.
Why are men and women such at arms with one another when we need each other? Like,
but if we need each other, why are you leading with your house, car, and whatever you got going on? You're leading down the road that you're being hypocritical with your tongue. And you're contradicting yourself, and I don't think you realize that.
And both, I will say this. I understand both people in this argument, though, because I see both sides. Men, there's some men who are tired of being looked at as just financial barriers. Like, the women now are in a time where you got to pay for everything. Like, women are like, you got to send me a cash app before the first date. So men are sick of it. Men are sick of women just thinking that they're entitled to their finances. So their walls are up. Women are sick of, a lot of women want the fairy tale, right? So women are sick of being misled, thinking it's about to be a fairy tale, and it don't be the fairy tale. So it's like, I'm not going to get hurt no more. So because of what he did, moving forward, I'm going to make sure I get everything up top. So if you're not paying for my hair, if you're not doing this, so that has caused so much. Like, you know, it's like, and now we got the web, right? Where are you at right now, Jasmine?
Charleston,
what do you mean, like
you're in South Carolina?
Yes,
okay?
yes.
I'm in California. We're having this conversation, and people all around the world are watching it. So another thing that's happened is we're now in a big buffet. Like, everyone is feeling like they got another option. There's always somebody better than the next. So it's hard for somebody to commit because there's just too many options.
Girl, ain't nobody committing to nothing these days. It's like,
ain't nobody committing to nothing these days. So what have you committed to in 30-something years? You're not committing to anything but your job, your house, your car, and what you do for other people. But where's the commitment at in any type of relationship if you're trying to truly have one? So you're saying ain't nobody committing to nothing these days. So, but when you say ain't nobody, I think you should take everybody else out of it and only focus on yourself. And the lost part of this conversation is you're honestly not focused on yourself unless it's all about you. It's literally all about you right now. You're not focused on a man or a relationship.
There's men that commit. There's men and there's women that commit, but they might not have all the sensational things that people want to commit. Like, you know, so, you know, we can talk about this forever, but we can't. So download the dating app, Kendra G Singles, and let's see if the guy can reach out to you there.
okay. Jasmine?
There y'all have it. Y'all have Jazzy J. Men, if you out there and this is the type of attitude that you're willing to deal with in order to peel back all the 15,000 layers that this lady have going on with herself, then this is the pick for you. If you're not willing to peel back all these layers, there's a whole lot of bone queeters and quees on this Kendra G app. I feel like she might be a little bit too more leveled up, even for the level-headed men that come on here and are really looking for true love. Because one reason why you're not going to fit the bill, because a lot of the men that come over here and really looking for true love, they don't have the best looking looks. And the only thing she said, traditional handsome. So you got to be traditional. I can't tell you what her traditional is. But handsome, I really can't tell you what her handsome is. So all I can tell you is give her a shot. If she's for you, she's for you. But you better be mindful and understand the mentality of a Libra. They're very undecisive. You never know when things are going right. You never know when they've given you the boot. Because they honestly, they're not open people like you would think they should be. She's between two signs. I can't put my finger on it. All I can see is a Libra. This is your girl Queen Dee Dee with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I say Jazzy from Charleston. I let her jazz on with her own instrument, because you're not going to get nowhere.